So in this section of the movie sequence, we'll show you how we can machine the 2D profiles at the bottom of the shape. Okay, so we've got the 3D toolpath on the screen at the moment, so if I want to just switch that off, I click on the pocket command here, and then in the properties windows down here we've got an active and a visible button. So if the active button is switched off, then the toolpath is removed from the screen so we can't see it, and it labels the operation as being disabled there. So if we were to post-process this or simulate it, that operation wouldn't be included. So we need now to just do the 2D operations on the base of the part. Now it depends on which tool you want to use and how you want to machine those, but this is the sequence of events that you would need to choose. So if I right click and okay, so I've got select faces on at the moment. Now one of the other things that you might like to do is so that you know which sketch is which before I carry on any further, if I click on sketch here, then in the properties windows down here I can type in a different name as the title for these sketches so that they're clearer to me what they are. So I could use this I could call that Pocket 1 sketch. Okay, so that it's clearer now what each of these sketches are for. So if I now go and right click on this face here and say make a sketch, we know that that sketch will be two, one for the inside and one for the outside. So I split the sketch up, and then this sketch here, if I need that I can keep it, but this one here I'll call this sketch the first step, and I'll call this sketch here the second step, just so that it's much easier for me to know which sketch is which when I'm choosing them. So we're just going to do a simple profiling command. Now to start with, we may not know the depth that we're working on. Now I don't have a drawing for this, so what I'll do is I'll go into geometry and I'll produce just a simple dimension in the z-axis only, just so I can get an idea of the sizes here. Now obviously if I had the drawing in front of me, as you will have, you'll be able to read these sizes exactly off the drawing, but at least it shows you you've got an idea of the sizes that are being used there. Okay, so those are the depths that we're going to choose. So we're going into milling, and looking at my tools list here, I've got a couple of end mills. If I wanted to, I could just define a new tool here, but we'll use the 10 mil and the 20 mil end mills to machine those flat profiles there. So we go into the profile operation. Now the one thing that is quite nice is that if you highlight the sketch in the objects tree here and right click, you can say create a new profile operation on that sketch. So that just removes one extra stage. So you say new profile operation, we're starting on the outside, we're going to be using 10 mil end mill. There's no surface needed because this is not a 3D operation, it's only a 2D operation, and the depth I want to go to there is -36. If I want to, I can use a roll radius on that. Okay, so that's produced that 2D toolpath around that sketch. Now I've got another sketch which is the second step, even though it's not at the right depth. It doesn't matter because I'll control the depth in a moment. And I say a new profile operation. Again, I'm on the outside, roll radius. It remembers all these things from the last operation, so all I need to do is set my depth, which will be -42. So that's now produced another sketch, another profile operation on that bottom sketch there. We might want to use a larger tool to do the bottom sketch. So to create that sketch, I move the model over. I'm still in dimension mode, so I'll just escape out of that. Then go onto here, right click, make a sketch from the face. So I've now got sketch H, which is sketch 8, which is that bottom face there, and I can change the name of that if I want to. So now I right click, new profile operation, I'm on the outside, roll radius can be larger, I'm using a larger tool, and the depth will be -46. Okay, so that's produced the toolpath for those three 2D features. Right, so that will be the end of this video. In the next one I'll show you how we can machine these sloping faces.